Well, well, well. I am back. Back once more in the world of, Warcraft, I guess. Doing this thing again. Because, why not? Why not? So, yesterday things were cut short because I was ruthlessly called by a place I work at. That was very annoying. So today we are going to continue on with various questing. I think what I'm going to do is, let's head out of Ogrimmar. Ooh, apparently I have Rallying Cry. So I'm going to head out of Ogrimmar and we're going to go to STV again. I'm going to do a couple of quests there and see how we're running. There's a few over in Badlands I can do now, but technically most of the mobs for them are actually about level 40. So I'd rather get to about level 38 before I actually started that one. So, but we'll see. We'll see. See if I can end up even in some sort of instance run today. That would be nice. As long as I don't get any calls, of course. SM is still a thing, and Razorfen Downs is now kind of on the radar. So we'll see what happens. See what happens. Introduce me, Dapper Ninja, this World of Warcraft. Yeah, that's really about it. So, we are here once more to go exploring the world of Mordor. The more doors, the better. Not that I know anything about the world of Mordor, but oh well. Oh well. It seems the boat is already here, so that was good. Plus 8 stat stir because Song, Flower, and CG will be more HP. Oh. Hit points are good. Hit points are what you want. But I've got Rallying Cry. That is very good. Oh, jeez. For the fightiness aspect. So we'll have to do some of that. Now, I might even be able to do Excelsior, which is a set of boots. No stamina on those boots, but they're not too bad boots. They are a bit brown though, but we'll see. Because with Rallying Cry, that'll actually help with that a lot. Melee and ranged by 5%. 140 attack power. So, what? Yeah, so maybe I will try to do Excelsior. I've got evasion and a whole bunch of other stuff to try and help keep me alive fighting an elite Crocolisk. So, why not give it a crack, eh? Yeah, other than it's not the smartest idea in the world to go and fight an elite. But it wouldn't be the first time I've done something silly for funsies. So let's do that. So let's see if we can find the elite to kill him. And then we'll go get shrunken heads. Go shrink our heads, mon. Shrink the mon's heads. 46 hunter, 60 mage. Alright, let's see. So normally there's an elite somewhere along here. I think there's a place just a little bit further up there that can spawn as well. So we'll have a look. Have a look what I can find. I was kind of hoping my auctions would sell. I've got Got a pretty decent weapon up on the auction house at the moment that I'd wish somebody had bought, but it does not look like they have. Alas and alack. Let's throw up some poisons before we attempt to fight anything as well. Damaging poisons for all of the kiddies, so that they can get all poisoned instantly. Over and over again. Until death. See what we can find. Some strangle kelp offshore then. Oh, look at all that silk cloth I've got. Jeez. Jeez. Didn't realise. Normal salt water. Normal salty. No elite there. We'll go the other direction, see if we can find an elite down there. Go hunting for an elite crocolisk. Who'd have thought that'd be the start to the day? Let's see. So I do have weapon expertise is really good for this as well because it's above me in a level, and that puts my weapon ability up higher. More likely to hit. Means more likely to crit. There we go. There's an elite. So what we want to do is get it facing that way. We want to start him off facing the other way, and now we'll run up all of this stuff and ow. So, wasn't actually a very big crit at least. Don't want to. Oh, I should have put up some other buffs as well. Oh, it's all right. Looking okay. Looking okay. There we go. One elite crocolisk dead. Lovely. Lovely. No worries at all. Just use the cooldowns appropriately, that's all. Everything comes up fine. That's all you gotta do. Now we don't want to fight any more elite crocolisks because I don't have cooldowns. And I also don't have a request for it, so it's off to find shrunken heads. Floating wreckage, eh? Oily black mouths. Avoid crocolisks. You guys stay where you are. I have no reason to fight you all. I'm just passing through. I don't need to fight you guys either. None of yous need to worry about me, just some troll wandering through. It'll be fine. You'll be okay. Yeah, that's the way they do all the new Zandalar stuff that they've just brought in is. Not that I can do anything with the Zandalar stuff yet, because I'm still only level 37. That's okay. We'll come out here and we'll see what we can do with some of these trolls. Now, even though this guy doesn't drop shrunken heads, we'll still just kill whatever, because in the end they all drop stuff. And they all have loot. That is also what's important. can also all spawn as one of the headhunters or whatever they are. Head shrinkers. Head whatevers. Guys who like head, something like that. I don't know. I don't know what they call them. The head guys. Dragon Slayer buff does it. Here we go. I think that's the guy. No, but berserkers don't even drop them. There you go. Headhunters. Headhunters is what I need to kill. I'll kill that headhunter after we kill this berserker, who had a worn box. That's good. It's nothing like a worn box. Helps keep me warm. Keeps the lock picking up. Well, that was a nice eviz, and that replaces the healing potion I used before as well. Nice. 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 Look over there. What's that? It's me stealing from you and now killing you.
Not enough energy.
Yes. Troll versus troll. 3 shrunken heads. What level was he? Oh, 37. Okay. And he had mage weave. That's pretty good. I don't want to fight everything in there. That's how you die. Dying is one of those things I'm trying to avoid. I haven't got completely reckless yet. Let's try to keep the recklessness out of things. Lots of berserkers at the moment. Not a lot of headhunters. And not a lot of worn boxes. They should all have worn boxes. Yes. So that's what I want. I want more mage weave, especially. Because I want to replace all of my bandages with mage weave ones, preferably. While I'm cruising, let's check this. Ooh. Some deathweed, eh? Now, the one group of these that always spawns as headhunters is those two. That's where I do my bit of sap shenanigans. Really good. Alright, people are dropping left, right and centre. What's going on there? Take you out, Mr. Witch Doctor. You're not necessary to the plan. The great plan. There we go. Oh. Well, I'm getting a bit of lag on this. But I'm still winning, so that's the main thing. Why am I getting so much lag? 341 millisecond, that's not very good. Alright, let's do a bit of this. Neither of them had anything. Yes, that ability isn't ready yet. He's gone berserk. Alright, we'll let energy go back up. And I'll accidentally use evasion. That's good. Always good to use evasion for no reason whatsoever. It's very handy when you don't need to use it, but oh well. Oh well. There we go. So I can go up there to kill more of them, but it tends to get a bit sketchy up there. I don't really want to Getting into all sketchy zones of doing things at the moment. Don't get me wrong, all these things tend to be less sketchy for rogues, but that's not tempt fate. No need to go tempting fate.
Not ready yet. I can't do that yet.
Let's take these guys out. And we'll head towards our headhunter over there. He looks like he could do without his bag of skulls.
Don't have enough energy.
These guys seem like they'd be pretty good to farm, actually. Farmer level 2 here. Dun 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 dun. Face the other way. Give me your stuff. That stuff is crap. Why did you not have anything good? It's just rude. Ah, that's grab totem, mate. And we'll get rid of that. Yes, you want to face that way. Face that way. Face away from the rogue. Face away from the rogue that is coming to kill you.
Not enough energy.
So after we've done these 2 quests, we're going to do the fuel regulator one as well. I should still have rallying cry for that, which would be helpful. Hopefully. Hopefully I'll still have it. Go face that way. And we will kill you. Slice you with many swords.
I don't have enough energy.
There you go. Now you have a rest. What am I doing, jeez? All the silk. Look at it all. Look at it. Start sending it to my warlock to turn into silk bags or something. Maybe, I don't know. I'll work that out. Oh, large C4ium charge. Nice. Engineering recipes. So that I don't have anyone to give to. There you go, buddy. What critting we like to see. Oh. Very nice of him to crit me like that. I don't know. Trolls these days have no respect for their elders or whatever I am to these trolls.
Not enough energy.
No respect for the rogue that's coming to slaughter them over and over again.
Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
Yeah. No healing thing for you. Unnecessary for you. At least these guys have a decent respawn time. So I can keep fighting them over and over and over again.
Not enough energy. Not enough energy.
Over and over and over. There we go. Even more silk cloth. Too many berserkers respawning. Yeah, look at this. Berserkers, berserkers, come on. We want headhunters, not berserkers. I mean, I'll kill you and turn you into experience either way, but...
Not enough energy.
Still, I have my preferences. I still want to complete the quest, damn it. Let's let my distract come off. Because these guys just walk around too much otherwise. There we go. He had a jade on him. Interesting. What he was doing with the jade. Green's his lucky colour. Lucky for him, I paint my my swords green with poison. Stamina scroll. Boop. Pop that straight on. Use up some bandage. There we go. Witch Doctor. We're now going to have some troubles. Here to give you the troubles. All of that troubles. Oh, distract. You take too long to come off cooldown sometimes.
Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
Oh, bonus hits are good. Bonus hits can be very good at times. Especially when they crit. Alright, let's see. There's Purple Lotus up there. Let's see. Nothing. Sap. Takes a second to notice. Wait. So I don't like how high my latency is at the moment. It's not the best. Only one shrunken head? Come on, man. Need more than just one. More than one. Ah, jeez. Stingy with the shrunken heads. Stingy. Get in the robot, Stingy. I don't know. Why? Why, when I'm nice enough to kill all your friends, are you being so stingy with the shrunken heads? Don't understand. I'm getting so much silk cloth, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Come on. Come back here. I don't want to have to fight two of you at the same time. I'm lazy. There we go, that's good enough. You hang there. Now, let me take you apart systematically.
Not enough energy.
There we go. Jeez. It's gone from getting like 3 to 1. Oh, I don't know.
That ability isn't ready yet.
I mean, it can't even be very good currency for them. Only having one shrunken head when you're supposed to be a headhunter.
I can't do that yet.
There we go. Oh dear. Still going to need at least one more headhunter. All of these, just one. What the hell? Come on, guys. Need to be better with these things. Need to be better. Need to be better. Oh well. Oh, well. Just keep killing until we get what we want. That is the role of the adventurer. Just keep killing until you get what you want. Bloody hell. I think I might actually have to go back to Gromgol quickly on the way up, so that I can get rid of a bunch of this shit in my bags. Especially all the silk. These guys just drop silk like it's nobody's business. Oh well. You're right. You're fine. There you go. There you go, buddy. Well, Headhunter might be the last one I need. Unless for some reason he has none, in which case that's just weird. That's right, looks like there's another Headhunter there, and there. Yep, they're all spawning now. Now that this is the last one I need, all the Headhunters spawn. And this guy will probably have 3 shrunken heads.
Don't have a target.
2 shrunken heads, okay. Of course, of course. Oh well, it's fine. Alright, we'll start heading north. We'll head back to Gromgol. Sell a bunch of stuff. Then we'll continue on from there. There seems to be a whole bunch more quests down here in Booty Bay now. That's good. I might have to pick up some of them as well. Pick up a bunch of the quests, even if I can't really do them yet. Just so that I've got them in my quest log, ready to go. Ready to crack on with them. But I want to do the Goblin sponsorship first. Just negotiate my way past all of the crocolisks. All the crocolisks all the time. Walk into bar. Okay. Well, I'll try not to walk into too many heavy bars. I'll break your face open. But you're Alliance. You deserve to have your face breaking open. Let's see. The Elite shouldn't have respawned over here yet, but you never know. Well, there's a nice gap in proceedings with a dead one there. That's skinnable. Not by me, obviously, but apparently it's still skinnable. That Khadgar Whisker must last for ages, because it's just like, nobody wants to go over there and get that one. It's just a pain in the butt to get to. Lots of raptors to kill to get to it. And I'm like, nah, I don't need it. I don't need it. I have 7 on me. And I'm pretty sure I've got at least 1 stack of them in the bank, so. Alright. There you go. I got some shrunken heads for you, mate. There you go. There you go.
Stay away from them.
That's good. He's doing stuff. Merg speaks. Bring the jewel pendant to Nazir in Brackenwall Village. Thermal. Oh, yep, that one. I will still take that quest, even though it's a real bastard of one to do. Bring a tablet. No, I don't like doing that quest. Alright, what do we got? Clan heads. Yep. Gather with a bark head. Skulls. Yep, I'll grab that one, even though it uses up a slot in my bags. How rude of them. Go to my warlock and send him many silk cloths. go up there. I don't think I need any of the rest of this for anything. Technically, the healing potion's useful, but I have enough of them because I've got 3 more stacks of them in the bank. So, oh, actually, I want to see if I can sell that one on the AH. So that can go there. So all of that can go away. That stays with me. That one, I don't know if I need that anymore. Yeah, I've done Frostmore. No, I don't know why I don't need that. It's gone now. That can go with the quest items. Is there anything else I don't really need here? Lumber sand, I want to keep these things. And everything else is fine to have. So on we roll. Forward roll to try and get the key off Kozzle. I don't really want to fight Bagthera yet. I want to get my like 3 more levels for that. Same with the raptors there. Same with that. I want to get to like 42. Would be a good idea. Well, we've got our starting point, so work on that. Fuel regulator is next. And it might be off to the Badlands to try and get large stone slabs and some of this other stuff. Maybe. I would really like to get to at least 38 before I head off to do that, but... Now, across the lake. We're going to have to fight goblins, so it's crippling poison. Crippling poison for the goblins. On main hand. I've already been killing it. I used to be killing these guys. I was killing these guys before, so that's fine. Should be able to sort them out now that I'm a couple of levels higher. But it seems somebody else is here killing them, so that actually helps that a bit. Alright, so to get the key, got to kill the dude up in the little hut there. Kill the dude in the little hut there, we'll probably need to sneak up there, but it looks like the platform has actually been cleared. Oh, some sharp tooth frenzies. So he must have actually been killed recently. So there is nothing up here to kill. Including him. It's not up here. Well, there's your problem. You don't have anyone controlling this thing. So I guess we wait around for the respawns to occur. Be good if he'd respawn before the others, but I don't think he will. That'd be nice, but let's face it, nice things don't happen in World of Warcraft. Only bad things do. That's why we're all doomed. Doomed. Well, that's good. So that one's respawned. So we might not be too far off respawns up here. So I figure I might as well just keep my killing to the top level here. We'll do some top level killing. I only want to kill the top enemies. The bosses and whatnot. It's always the best way to do it. Looks like my instant poison is running out after all, even though I haven't gotten to fight anything using it yet. Very rude. How frightfully rude. That one's respawned. Have you respawned in here yet? No. I want to push the big red button. Why can't I push the big red button? Let me push the big red button. No, while we're stealthed here, let's do some Japanese ninja advice. When you see a big red button like this that you can see right through my face, what you need to do, it's very, very important that you do this anytime there's a giant red button. You should always push it, because you never know what it's for. And until you push the button, that's a mystery that will haunt you for your days and nights, until you toss and turn sleepily, wondering what the big red button would do. What you must do is press it. Press it, and then regret everything later as it all collapses around you. That is today's ninja advice. I hope it's been helpful. This one's close enough to the top level that I think I should kill him. So let's do that. I'm going to cast a lightning bolt at me. Seems a bit unfair, but whatever. There's a mechanic up here. Huh? I kill the mechanic. So there should be another geologist to respawn up here as well. Geologist should respawn up here too. Shortly after that, most likely the dude in there will respawn. Or he'll respawn first, probably because they actually killed him before the geologist. If they end up in a fight with everything. That's normally what happens. Either way, he's down now. On singing blue crystal, which is actually kind of annoying. Because I'm not up to that quest yet, which means I'm going to have another freaking quest item sitting in my bag. But here we go. Got the thing so we can get the appropriate stuff. And we killed a couple of gobbos. There we go. We get the fuel regulator blueprints. Which I think I actually have to take to 1,000 needles. Of course I've got to take it to 1,000 needles. Why would I need to keep it here, where I currently am? Kill some goblins on the way up if they get in the way. Silly enough to get in the way, for example. We'll go take out this one as well, because either way he'll probably start casting at us. That's just a pain. Sort him out. How dare he crit me? Should know he shouldn't be allowed to do that. Who does he think I am? That can go over there. Let's see. I do have a couple of Dustwallow Marsh quests, but I think I'd rather do Badlands at the moment. I could make the lesser invisibility potion. I've got the mats for that, but I can't make the healing potion. I don't have the mats for that on me. So I don't Don't tend to get a lot of bruiseweed and briarthorn anymore. Oh well. Let's see. In return, I'll give you this recipe for a potion I've been developing while learning from Lockwell. Ah, so that's, I can get stone shield off him. That's alright. I don't need to do that one straight away. That's fine. We'll work on these other ones. So I think the crag coyote gizzards I can get, there's like another side of the Badlands that's still slightly lower level. So I can probably go there and get stuff. I'll have to look at that. Have to look at that. Now, quest hand-ins. Looks like both go down to there.
What can I do for you?
Well, there's at least 2 quest hand-ins down there, so maybe that one does. Oh yeah, that goes to Rebel Gaz. Okay, that's fine then. That's fine. All right. Let's see. Quest to hand in and get some more stuff so that we can then kill more things again.
Keep your nose clean in my town.
Keep my nose clean.
Adventure
All right.
awaits.
Inside or outside? Do the fuel regulator blueprints to there. That's fine.
Time is money, friend.
You want Skull Splitter Tusks. We'll grab that quest. That actually puts me up to 20 quests, so that's a little bit of a problem for any more I was thinking of picking up. Oh well. So that's actually, we'll knock out that one. Throw you overboard. Actually, we'll get rid of the Zenzel secret one as well, because they're all pick upable just here. And so we'll just come in here and grab them when it's time.
Can I help you?
Actually, we'll
See you
do
later.
same with Scaring Shaky. We'll leave that one. I know all these ones exist, so when I hit about level 40, I'll come back. Let's see. These the Alliance are, there's actually quite a few of them around here at the
Yo.
moment.
Be good.
It's gross.
Keep it real.
Grab those boots and wear those. That seems appropriate.
Interesting.
Let's sell you those.
Be good. Time is money, friend.
Actually, I need to get rid of that too. Don't need a watch. Don't need the thingy watch. Where might I be able to get healing potions? Sometimes an alchemy supplier
what do you
might
want?
have things like that. No, I only got graders, but I'll take that.
Glad I
Need
could help.
grader. Take frost protection. Don't really need it anyway, but that's alright.
What up? Have a good one.
That. We'll jump down here just to stay away from the alliance thingy there. And we We'll fly up to the Badlands. The lands of badness. There's a lot of the red quests. There's not really a lot of point in having them. So... to the land of bad.
Strength.
For one of the long flight paths. Yay! Yay! See how it goes. Ugh. This would be where I'd make a coffee if it was another hour further into the afternoon. But it's not. It is not. It's not coffee o'clock yet. It's not quite there. What do you do? What do you do? Well, just keep struggling to get those levels up. That's what we can do. Embrace of the lichen. It's actually a pretty cool helm. Who's that that got it? Delivery got it. Shaman. Oh, yeah. He's in ZF. ZF. Good old ZF. It looks like there might be some that might decide to do SM later. Guess we'll see what happens. There's a few in their mid-30s or late 30s. I'd like there to be an SM, preferably a guild one, but you just never know these days. Never know what's going to happen. What do I have here? 201. Invisibility potions. I still need more wild steel beryllium for a lot of those. Free action potions. Bruiseweed and Briarthorn. Maybe I'll have to go collect a bunch of it at some stage. Maybe. See what we can find. At least I'm a little ways into level 37 now. Only a little ways, unfortunately. But what do you do? Well, there's some bruiseweed. Just trying to drop me off here. I'll grab the bruiseweed. Thanks. No? Okay. Oh, well. I should sit in a better way. That's what I should do. Sit in a way that is not destroying my back quite so much. A novel concept for somebody that has spent their entire life playing computer games and destroying their back. And a wolf. So I actually have a lot of roast wrap. Oh, geez, hiccups. Got a lot of roast raptor at the moment. Oh well. So because I'm going for buzzard gizzards as well, I can probably get a bit of... So let's see, yeah. So over here they should be a slightly lower level for the coyotes. The buzzards I know are like level 41 plus, so... And I do need to get large stone slabs. I might head up this bit, try and get the large stone slabs first, then we'll head over here for coyote bits and pieces. Near Anger Forge. That reminds me, with my lock picking. I've got lock picking at 157, so where do I need to go for lock picking? Well, lock picking guide for classic. I think with 150 it is about the time to go into Anger Forge. Okay, battered footlockers in Angleforge upstairs, yes. Then there's Angleforge downstairs at the dented footlockers. And after that there's Sarthar's stand in Desolus, or Mossy footlockers in the Swamp of Sorrows and the Pool of Tears. Then it's Searing Gorge. Then as Shara, Searing Gorge, Tanaris, Eastern Plaguelands. Oh, Tears Hand. Yeah, that's a really safe place to go lockpicking. It's totally not a place completely filled with elites. Totally not completely filled with elites that will just destroy you out of hand. Oh, I need to mute for just a moment. Alright. And we're back. We're in the Searing Gorge. Fire Bloom. I think I got one Fire Bloom, didn't I? Sure. Might have put it in the bank. Might have banked it. Level 43 spiders. Spiddly spaddlers. Badlands, Badlands. Coyotes. So they're like level 41s. They're like level 40, 41. That's why I need to go find lower level ones. I know with the buzzard stuff I can actually get that over in Desolus, so we might have to do the run to Desolus at some stage. It's not what I like to do. I don't like to go over to Desolus. It is a horrible place. Like, I did some questing over there last time. I don't really like it though. Alright, Mr. Pieces of Rock. Yep. Good work, guys. Fucking ass. Good. So that's annoying. And we got what? Level 39 mage over here farming these guys. Why? Why must they be over here doing these things? They just want to make my life harder. What do I need? I just need 3 stone slabs and then I'll leave them alone. Oh, there's a priest over here too. There we go. Once I get my stone slabs, I will bugger off to do the other stuff. Until then, give me my rock elementals, you bastards. Ow. Come on. You can do it, Mr. Rogue. There we go, 2 stone slabs. I just need 1 more now. Just 1 more. That's all I want. One more stone slab and I'm good. I can get out of here. Go fight things that I would rather be fighting. Well, what do we got up here though? What's this then? Some wild steel bloom. Should grab that while I'm here too. Just seems like the right thing to do. Oop. They're both level 40, which is a bit more annoying, but oh well. I should still be okay.
Do that yet.
I've got buffs.
Ability isn't ready yet.
Ooh, my leggings for Lank Bear thingy, so...
Do that yet. Not ready yet. Not enough energy.
Right, looks like I have to fight 2 of these guys, so that's
Don't have enough energy.
less than ideal.
Do that yet. Not enough energy.
It's alright.
Have enough
Should still be alright.
yet.
There we go.
Not enough energy.
Nothing like fighting 2 things that are 3 levels
Enough
above you.
energy.
There we go. Quest done. Now it's all about other bits and pieces.
Ability isn't ready yet.
Of course, we need to get through the rest of the elementals to get there. So,
Enough energy.
kill the elementals.
I don't have enough energy.
And then
Energy.
head further along. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Cool, we'll drop that one off along the way as well. I've got what I needed to get done. And that's all that really matters there. Very popular farming these elementals because you get a bit of elemental earth, and there's all of these things like the stones and everything actually vendor for decent amounts.
Hi, you're a
Gold
tall
thorn
one.
there. Better go back for
You
that.
have a great day now. Off and away. Be seeing you.
Alright, 5 braces of rock binding.
Alrighty then.
Pretty sure they are from guys down here, and while it says level 42, they're actually like level 44 or 45, so... Yeah. Sometimes things aren't too accurate about levels. But oh. Grab Goldthorn. Goldthorn's good. Goldthorn doesn't lie to me. It doesn't tell me things like I'm not at your level to pick. There seems to be a few dead elder coyotes here. Just seems to be. It could be a sign that somebody's been here killing them. Or there's some kind of pandemic going through the coyote population. And we're all going to die. Hard to tell which. Hard to tell. We're probably all going to die though. And that's fine. I could be acting on hyperbole there as well. I could see what levels some of the coyotes are here. See, these are still elder ones. This guy's level 39, so I'll still kill him. But they're probably like, yeah, so like most of these, like level 40. That's alright. Oh, right, I've got crippling poison on. It doesn't matter. That's fine. Fine for the moment. There we go. A fang, a jawbone. A fang here, a jawbone there. That's what we need. Pretty sure the coyotes over this side are actually like level 37, 38. Could be wrong though. Ooh. Oh, jeez. Blacksmithing supplies, eh? Would you like to purchase some of my things? You would? Excellent. Yeah, that's not tender wolf meat, it's just red wolf meat, so...
Hurry back.
Oh, well. Yeah. Let's have a look at what we got. Oh, so that's not a good sign because that's level 39. Let's see. Yeah, so here we go. Crag Coyotes. 36, 35. There we go. That's a much better level for me. Don't really need to do that, but I don't need the King's Blood. Ooh. Yes. I think we'll be right with these ones. Just cruise in and do some killing. Very nice, very nice. Do some coyote whispering. Hey coyote, I'm gonna kill ya. Solution to Doom. Some of those ones I'll look at later as quests to potentially do. Right now though, we've got what we've got. I don't have enough energy. It's alright. I need lots of your jawbones. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, guys. Lots of jawbones. We'll be good. We'll be fine. Same by Foul Weed Warrior. Level 25. Probably should have waited. Jeez, that was 2 fangs, and you only need 10 of those. So. Look at the amount of coyotes out here. It's lovely. It's just like it's a breeding ground for them or something. Oh, a soft bushy tail. It's my soft bushy tail now. Reminds me, there's probably a quest or 2 I can do now in Swamp of Sorrows as well. I'll have to have a look at that. What level is that? That's a level 39 buzzard. So maybe even the buzzards over here are a bit of a better level as well. It's where are we? There it is. Get some health back. Very important that. Gotta keep the health up. Gotta keep the health up. Except for all the buzzards. Buzzard health can drop. It's fine. Bye bye buzzard. There you go. Ooh, mystery meat. We'll head over here and we'll kill this guy. Then we'll hunt even more of them. Yay! Yay! More jawbones. Let's renew instant poisons on our main hand. I'll even do the one on the offhand so I don't have to think about it. There we go. Back into these guys. This will get me the jawbones at least, and the fangs. It's things like the buzzard gizzards that'll be still a bit rarer, I think. There's one more buzzard over there. I found like a group of them over here. It'd probably work pretty well. I don't think that's going to happen though. there's only like patrols and stuff. There's a bunch of bones over there, and that sometimes you end up with like a bunch of the birds around your piles of dead bones. The way they've placed them.
Have enough energy.
Have a look at that. We'll kill our way over towards them. Kill our way to the burns.
Not enough energy.
Let's actually use this one to get the food buff up. Bit of extra stem. That'll be good. There we go. Extra stem.
Isn't ready yet. I don't have enough
That one almost looked like it was patrolling over there. Oh, there's a guy there. That might mean there's not really many buzzards there. That's that elf guy. Oh, we'll see. Can't hurt to have a look.
Not enough energy.
Maybe the buzzards are just something I've got to kill when I get the opportunity to.
Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. I don't have a target.
There you go. So there's this buzzard. Really seeing many over here. When I say not many, I mean I see this one.
Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
It just have to have 4 wings and 5 gizzards on it, and I'll be happy.
Don't have enough energy.
Oh. Well, at least I got a wing. Fucking diseased for my troubles as well, but well, there's another buzzard over there, so head towards that. King's blood. Only King's blood. Not only do I have a bunch of King's blood, it doesn't even give me herbing points anymore.
Have enough energy.
Okay. It's the famous teleporting bird. Known throughout the land. Dragon scaled leatherworker. No, he's that's good. That one's excellent. Very good. Very good. Famous teleporting buzzard.
Enough energy. It's too far away. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy.
Yeah. Multiples. Multiples. Not what I want.
I don't have enough
King's blood. Cadger's whisker. Cool. Head towards the Cadger's whisker and that buzzard. Specifically, we'll head to the buzzard.
Not enough energy. I don't have
And we'll head to Cadger's whisker.
not enough energy.
There we go. You have a nap. Oh, at least it's another buzzard wing. Cadger's whisker should be around here. Here you are. Yeah, that's right. You know, I've known her all right. I've known her. All right, let's get this buzzard. Near you.
I'm out of that ability is
Get Cadger's whiskers stuck in my teeth all the time. What can I say?
not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy.
You're gone. You're a former buzzard. Let's take this one out over here. Oh, good. I'm finding a fair few buzzards over here. Not getting any gizzards from them, but you know. Can't have it. Can't have everything.
I don't have enough energy.
Alright. Can't have everything. Especially can't have that one. That's an elite that would kill me rather rapidly.
Not enough energy.
So we're not going to head towards that one. Let's head down this way. Where there's less elite buzzards.
I don't have enough energy.
There's an elite giant that gets around here as well. Yesterday I saw it getting killed. So, yeah, so I have to keep an eye out. There's actually a few different elites and that get around in the Badlands that you need to be careful of.
Not enough energy. I don't have
So,
enough energy.
don't think I feel the need to encounter any of them. So they're generally quite a bit higher level than I am. Slain by a rift spawn in Undersea. Oh, that sucks. That's one of the there's a mage quest in Undercity. You get these little, like a whole bunch of those little rift spawn things. I did that one a few weeks ago. I didn't die to it, but it's quite easy to die to it. The first lot of them I actually got rescued by somebody else.
Not enough energy. I don't
Not enough
have
energy.
Not enough energy.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Alright, got a gizzard now, that's good. I want to get the Fade Leaf. I do still have concerns about there being an elite buzzard over this direction. It's over there though. It is the #1 deadliest in the Badlands. Its average victim is level 41. Okay, so since it's heading the direction of the Fade Leaf, I don't want to go over there. Now it's heading away. Now we go to the Fade Leaf. Got to be sensible with these things sometimes. I can manage to be sensible every now and then. Not too often. If I'm sensible too often, it'll affect my reputation. Can't have that. Can't have that.
I don't have enough energy.
Alright.
Not enough energy. Don't have enough energy.
I still need to get lots of coyote fangs as well, so at least I get jaws off a lot of these things, but the fangs, I don't know. Then there's these buzzard wings. As far as I can see, all those buzzards. 2 wings. Don't always get one though. It's a bit weird. It's a bit weird. Mutant buzzards
Not enough energy.
are actually just hovering.
Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
Ooh, that was getting concerning. Bit of lag there. It's not good. MS is still okay, so I don't know. I don't know. So buzzards are the things I need to search for the most. So when I see those, I should beeline for them, I think.
Do that yet.
So we hit the buzzards hard.
Not ready yet. Not enough energy.
Not enough energy.
I don't have enough energy.
I've got enough energy. It's lying to me again. Now we'll head down to these 2 crag coyotes.
I can't do that yet. Not enough energy.
Yeah, I'm betting that that elite bird doesn't even drop the stuff I'm after anyway, so...
I don't have enough
28. Just need more buzzards, mostly. More buzzards. That's what the doctor ordered. Lower levels really do die a lot more than higher level characters, I'm noticing. It's in that sort of teen level area that the bulk of the deaths seem to happen. Alright. Where's your buzzard mates? Come on. Where's your buzzard mates? Tell me. I want to know. No, he doesn't know. Check with this guy then. Where's your buzzard mates? There, like that guy. That one there. See him? I want to know what guys like him are. What? He's there. Yeah, good point. Still going to beat you to death anyway. Ooh, and you had a coyote fang. How rare. How very rare. Let's see if we can just get to this buzzard. Yeah, buzzard boy. Come here. Come here. Hit you mostly around the face. Then I should be able to get some wings and a gizzard off you. Oh, well, at least I got a wing. So what do I need? Just 2 more coyote fangs. You can actually get 2 of these at a time. Oddly enough. You don't get very often, apparently. Not a lot of them have their fangs, even though you get a lot of jawbones. Must break their fangs on me a lot. Getting low on charges on one of those. Lots of wolf meat. Lots of wolf meat. Even though these guys are supposed to be coyotes and not wolves, you'd think they'd drop coyote meat, but... Oh, I've got another coyote fang. Unless they're carrying around wolf meat. I don't know where they're getting wolf meat in a place like this that doesn't have wolves. Seems strange. Strange things happen here. Why? Oh, yeah, and of course the last one has 2. So, oh dear. Get rid of that one, because otherwise it just ends up cluttering up your bag if you don't notice. Let's see if we can find some more buzzards. Preferably not where the elite one is. Don't mind fighting a buzzard and a wolf or 2 as well. Should be able to manage at least one wolf with it, okay?
I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy.
You'll be fine with the amount of energy you've got. There we go.
enough energy.
There you go. There you go. Okay, well, we've got the 4 wings. That's good. So if I can get 4 more gizzards, that'll be that one done. Okay, looks like there's more birds further up that way. Now, though, we'll stick with what we've got here. We'll make our way up that direction, I think. Could mean there's a fair few birds up there. Let's see, we need to renew poisons there. More buzzards up here, apparently, so it's always a good start. See one straight away. I do have to watch out for stealth cats. And fade leaf. Fade leaf's good. So there is stealth cats around here. There's elite trogs up there, and that's where the fade leaf is, I think. Yes. Alright, let's not worry about that fade leaf then. Don't really feel like taking on trogs higher level and elite. I think taking on those trogs would be a good way to die. I'll take on this fire bloom though. See if I can defeat it. Just means I have to defeat a stalker along the way. How dare it? How dare it stalk me? Why would anyone want to stalk me? I don't have any talent. Oh, okay. Apparently in this part of the Dustwind Gulch I'm very loved though. So, yeah. They like untalented hacks around here. No gizzards. Ah, good. Good. Inventory is full. Is there anything I can throw away? Mage Royal, actually. Yes, I can get rid of Mage Royal. I don't need that. Got a bunch of it in the bank. And I don't have any current patterns that I'm going to use it on. Whoop. Gotta watch out for these guys though. I'll get you. I'll get you every time. Oh, Broken Tooth. Oh, he's a rare spawn, but he's not elite. That should be fine. Take that, Broken Tooth. There you go.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, we'll get rid of the large fang. For that, let's see if we can continue finding buzzards. Find a fair few of these stalkery ones, don't I? It's all good though. It's fine. So we're finding buzzards as well. Ah, Harry. What gizzards, not wings. Wings are only good for me if, you know, I'm going to go cook these wings. I'm unhappy about the amount of buzzards I've found along here. There has been no enormous amount of them. I'm betting there's not going to be any over there. There's no indicator on the map that says there's going to be. There is not. There's ogres. Dust belcher ogres. Why have they been eating dust? I get that there's not a lot of food around here, but still, don't eat dust. What the hell? I'm hearing all of the stealth tigers. They don't have anything for me. Let's see. Here, bited gizzards. And I can finish up my reagent run. I think I killed the buzzards over here not long enough ago. That's the fade leaf I don't want to go too close to. Oh. Not too close to a coyote. Need more buzzards to spawn.
I don't have
Come
enough
on.
energy.
Buzzards. Maybe I should go hand in these two quests and... But I see two buzzards, so we'll go kill them. And maybe.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Another buzzard over there.
Don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. Don't have enough energy.
Not doing anything interesting. Nope, doesn't look like it. Let's go get this buzzard. Buzzard. Here, boy. Buzz. Ooh. Buzzy bomb. Oh, jeez.
I don't have enough energy.
Your health disappeared, mate. Just fucking rocketed away. So, take that, I guess. He's going to do his teleporting trick again. Well, maybe not. No, not this time. Okay. I've probably got some good procs on my sword skill.
Not enough
I need 4 buzzard gizzards for my Badlands reagent run. So I'm now up to 2. So that's all I need now. 3 more buzzard gizzards. Need their gizzards. Gizzy whizzies. Doesn't it sound delicious? It's just what you want. See, this Khadgar's whiskers even respawned. Look at that. Lovely. Just hide behind the tree and get it. I don't really see these. There's 2 buzzards over there. But that's also where that elite one is. I don't want to mess with an elite buzzard. We killed this one. This little Mr. Coyote here. Oh, exactly, you know. It's not like they need to keep their gizzards.
I don't have enough energy.
I don't know. You make something corpsified and gross and it no longer needs its insides. So I make their insides outsides instead. And I use them for my own nefarious deeds. Now what you do is you get a whole bunch of buzzard gizzards and you form them into the shape of a flower. And you give them to your best girl. That is my dating advice. Ah.
Not enough energy.
I'm going to keep an eye out for that elite one. Just in case.
Not enough energy. I don't have
Potential another buzzard spawn down here. I'll see if we can find that one. There we go. Well, that. Ah, so yes. Zarakoti is actually the elite buzzard that I'm avoiding just here. It's patrolling just over there at the moment. I don't really want to fight that one. It's like level... I don't know what level it is, actually. Yeah, to my rogue, he's level question mark. Elite. Which is,
Do that yet. Inventory is full.
yeah, you can keep your razor sharp beak. Yeah, question mark, elite means don't go near it. Yeah. Apparently, it is, according to this little scale thingy that's here, tells you, you know, deadliest in Azeroth and all that. So according to that, he's the deadliest in the Badlands. Killed more than anyone else in the Badlands has. Not keen for keen to have a powwow with him. Yeah, the buzzard, the birds are actually good. So in this version, that screech is actually really good for AoE tanking with them, and it's also good for like as a raiding pet, because the screech lowers the attack power of bosses and that sort of stuff. And it stacks with the warrior's demoralizing shout. There he is. Zarakotil. #1 deadliest in the Badlands. 205th deadliest overall. Yes. Not something I plan on going and fighting. A bit above my level. So yeah, birds are very popular in vanilla. So they're actually really good. Later on for TBC, normally the hunter pet you want is one of those funny looking, alien looking things. So, but yeah, they're actually quite a good pet, those ones. Yeah, in TBC you want the funny alien looking shredder spiky dudes, because they've got like super fast attacks and stuff like that. They're actually really good as pets. I think in ICC you mostly want wolves, I think it is. I think wolves tend to be the best one. They've got like a howl for buffing and stuff like that. I can't really remember properly.
Not enough energy.
I kind of stopped paying attention to what the hunters were doing in ICC.
Have enough energy.
I was just trying to be better at what I was doing and failing very, very much at it. You can get some really cool looking hunter pets though. So especially if you're like full beast mastery.
Don't have enough energy.
I don't think I'm doing well with the old gizzards. Oh yeah, oh, that's cool. I mean, I like the wolf pets. To me, a hunter with a wolf is kind of, it feels right, you know, like it's like that whole when you go hunting, you have your dog with you, you know. So in these sorts of things, it feels right to have a wolf as your pet. To me. I always liked having a wolf pet as a hunter. But yeah, I mean, in vanilla, there's a fair few different pets that are good for, like, you can get, if you use gorillas, they're really good for AoE tanking for you because they've got Thunder Stomp and stuff like that. So, yes. Lots of different combos you can go with. Alright, let's get rid of a bunch of this stuff. No, I don't want the wolf meat. I'll keep that. I'll sell the bushy tails. Bushy tails are worth a fair bit, which is nice.
Yo,
Here you go.
keep it real. Ah, potential customer.
Take
Be
that.
good.
I don't need that pattern because I already know it. I don't know where I got it from, but I already know it.
Hurry back.
You've got a crab as well. I do like how you can actually have like a bunch of different, a whole bunch of different pets that you can do. Because you get the like the portable pet cage, I think. So you can kind of, instead of having to go to the stable master, you can just do it where your hunter is, and it's got like a 10-minute cooldown on it or something like that when you need to change your pets. I think by like ICC, I think you get that. I always thought that makes a good amount of sense to have something like that.
I'm out of reach. Not ready yet. Not
A 5 with you,
I don't
jeez.
have Ability isn't ready.
That's getting pretty
Not
crazy.
enough energy. I need to target something first.
Ah, surrounded. Oop, another buzzard.
I need to get closer.
Mere buzzard.
Can't do that yet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's the cage thingy
Have enough energy. Not enough
that you
energy.
can have with you.
Not enough energy. Not enough energy.
I could be wrong, of course. It's been a while since I played a hunter.
I need a target.
Alright, apparently I'm going to fight everything just that spawns over here.
Don't have enough energy.
Apparently it's all going to spawn and I have to fight everything.
Enough energy. Not yet.
Ooh, bow with stamina. I don't have the bow skill? Okay, I'm going to have to train in that. Because it's one of those things, so for me to change over from using thrown weapons to using a bow, the best way to do it is get a bow that actually has a stat on it. So this one's a stamina bow, so that seems like a good one to use. Let's get this fade leaf and run away. Run away! Run away! Yeah, I think like you can have, like the warlock can now have multiple demons out and all that sort of thing as well. I think. So it's changed a lot from when I was playing. From when I was a lad, it's changed a lot. Back when I was a lad, all of this was all orange trees.
Enough energy. Not enough energy.
I mean, in the end, it's good for the games to evolve, so I don't really have a problem with it. But I know they do, like a lot of the spells and that sort of stuff are a lot more flashy now as well. They go more for the like Final Fantasy-esque sort of flashiness sometimes, but I think you can turn some of that off. Buzzard wings. Don't really need more buzzard wings now. I haven't actually seen any of the plans for retail, to be honest. I haven't even had the tiniest look. So they're actually getting rid of add-ons now. That's interesting. There's actually going to be a lot of people that will probably stop playing because of that. honestly. Like if they make it so that you can only use their vanilla UI and everything. Yeah, I know quite a few people that are not going to be happy about that. So that could be one of those things that helps reduce their gaming population a bit. Okay. Guess that's one of those ones you'd have to wait and see how they do it, because I know people like to be able to fully redo their UIs and everything like that, to make them look. You know, they'll always say it makes them look better and that sort of stuff, but yeah. Yeah, we'll see. See what they plan, I suppose. Depending on how that goes, they may even bring those sort of plans down into Classic and that sort of thing as well. Oh, I've got to go all that way to do these 2 hand-ins. All the way across the map. It's going to kill me. I'm going to die. See? It feels like they're closing... That feels like they're trying to close off a bit of the game. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't surprise me they'd want to do a console release. Microsoft would want it. Has probably been pushing to try and have World of Warcraft on Xbox, I'd say. I mean, that's the thing. Like, there's a lot of games out there that one of the reasons so many people play them is because of the amount of the add-ons and the customization and that sort of stuff that you can have. Like things like, there's so many people that still like playing your Fallout games because of the GEC and how much customization that Bethesda allow you to have. You know, so you can essentially almost completely remake the game. Well, you can completely remake the game if you want to, and it's the same with the Total War community as well. There's so many community-made mods and that sort of stuff for it. You know, and Creative Assembly actually go out of their way to make sure that the modding community is catered for when they're making a game. So when they come out with their new Total War game, they always make sure that there's as much modding as possible allowed, because it expands on their game. More people buy it because even though they might not be coming out with a bunch of extra stuff sometimes, the modding community does it for them. So they make money off the fact that people are modding the game. So I think closing your add-ons and that sort of thing off will rub quite a few people that have played WoW for a very long time the wrong way. You know, I don't really mind. Like, if you look at my UI and my add-ons, I use DBM, and I'm using a map add-on, and that's really it. I wouldn't be that concerned if they removed add-ons, as long as they didn't do a shitty job of it. I'd be like, whatever. But yeah, so I mean, and that's the thing. So if you are going to play with other people, you do have to use add-ons most of the time, because things like Deadly Boss mods is always important, and it's used a lot.
What you want?
But
See you later.
yeah, 12 magenta fungus caps clusters. Bring me a dozen caps. Be warned, the clusters may be poison. Magenta. I know where they're at. I want you to study potential use in alchemy. If you don't even. You're not telling me where they are, you bastard. Oh, they're in Alderman. Okay, I'll come back to that later. So with WoW and telegraphing, what you'll actually find is there is generally a shout most bosses will do before they actually do things. So a lot of them will actually they've actually got something they'll say, like if you're fighting Ragnaros in Molten Core, one of his famous lines is "By fire be burned," and that's one of his certain attacks. So he'll do that yell, and that means he's about to do a thing. So they've kind of used that for their to telegraph.
Blood and thunder.
Ooh, that poor rogue. That wasn't a good one to die. That's a mixture of tier 1 and tier 2 in his. Oh well. Raiding rogue gone. I want to put that on the auction house. So I need to get 1,000 needles. Do I have more than just that in Dustwallow Marsh? I think I got Swamp of Sorrows as well. Let's have a look. Eastern Kingdoms, Swamp of Sorrows. So, lack of surplus fresh meat, drained this crystals. Yeah, let's head to Swamp of Sorrows. There's a couple of quests I can do there. Well, I mean that's the thing. So a lot of us actually quite like that. Like I don't mind all of the sort of yells and that sort of stuff as a way of doing it. Like for me, that's a good way of doing it as well. And honestly, I don't even really look at time as a huge amount on DBM. I'm normally too busy watching what is actually happening in the fight. So when I'm doing raids and that sort of thing. So, but there are some things that I do rely on DBM for anyway. So there can be a bit of both. So, yeah, and sometimes like if I'm tunneling when it comes to healing or something like that, if I get a bit of tunnel vision going, that can generally sometimes an add-on that actually shouts something at me can be good. So. Yeah, I mean, and that's what I normally get out of. I basically get the same sort of thing out of DBM as well, where you'll get a lot of where it'll do an announcement or something like that, like the announcement they pulled from one of the Karazhan bosses where it goes, "Run away, little girl, run away." Then you've got to get away from the boss and that sort of stuff, or you're standing in something you've got to get out of or something like that. So I normally use those audio cues rather than the others. Hey, it's Volchan. Volchan. I mean, yeah, it used to be the raid leader mostly yelling stuff. So, and depending on your raid leader, what you'll have is you'll have DBM and your raid leader yelling at you. Otherwise, because that's what we had for a lot of the times in my old guild. It would be the raid leader shouting all of the announcements that DBM was also about to give you. That was because some of our raiders were not the most attention paying sort of people. They tended to struggle with that sometimes a bit. But that's okay. Sometimes that's what it is. So like, I mean, I've still occasionally had issues with a mechanic or two as well. Because it's one of those ones where a random person in your 25-man raid will get a debuff, and then they've got to move, and that 1 in 25 chance, and sometimes you'll have not gotten it ever before in a raid, so you'll kind of forget about it, and you'll be like suddenly like, oh shit, gotta do a thing, that ain't cool. So I sometimes screw those sorts of things up. Hydrantus crystals, and there's a Noboru cudgel. I think of it as crudgel, but whatever. But yeah, and I mean, it's one of those things. I get why people like it. I get why people don't like it. So you've just got to be able to adjust things as you find them, I think. Oh, my shoulder is still killing me. Not as bad as it was, but it still hurts a bit. I should be able to at least do head checks when I'm driving now. So that'll be good. So I need to find Mr. Noboru. Hey mate, how's it going, Mr. Noboru? Alright, let's see. No, I don't actually have anything to sell, do I? No. Let's see if the trainer out here...
What do you need?
Can you do stuff for me? Okay, I can get stuff off you now.
Be safe.
Not high enough level to get any of his patterns yet, but that's okay. I can get up there pretty quickly, I think. Let's see. A crippling poison, because I'm actually going to be fighting these drain thirst guys, I think, by the look of things. So some crippling poison would be a good idea, and apparently I felt the need to close chat for a moment. That wasn't a very good idea. Let's see, lack of surplus and fresh meat. We'll grab those 2 quests. I'm down to 14 now, so I can actually get them. Sawtooth, yep. Monstrous crawl legs. Nah, not much point grabbing that one yet, because that one's all the way down here. Sawtooth, so I can go over here and do those. But we want to grab the other quest, that one. Drain test crystals off the elf guy. I think he's an elf, or he's a Draenor-y guy. I can't remember exactly. Need to head over to him, though. Get him to give us quests. Someone's been killing sawtooth crocolisk's. I'm going to kill this guy. Kill the jaguar. Because they sometimes drop other cool things that I can't remember the name of. Bristly whiskers. You can get some bristly whiskers and stuff like that off the jaguars. Bristly whiskers are actually really good for vendoring. You can actually farm for them. They're really good. Thing down. Ooh. Unprepared sawtooth flank. That's King's Blood, so I'm not going to worry about that. Lost one, Muck Dweller. Just going to kill you because I can. That's right. You've gotten in my way. So you're going down. You're shouting timber. Yeah. Oh, there's a lost one fisherman here as well. Really should be paying more attention. They blend really well with the disgusting greeny brown around them, so makes them hard to see. I don't like the way you go over those bridges, and it forces you to zoom in like that. Makes me feel like I need a epilepsy warning as we run across a bridge. It's the way we've poorly designed it in this area. Right, can I get blindweed? That's the question. I can get blindweed. Excellent. That's good. Blindweed has uses, if I remember correctly. One of those uses is getting my herbalism up nicely so that when I go to even higher level areas, I'll be able to get even more stuff. Yeah, that's fair. I was never avoiding you by trying to do that. It's okay, Mr. Swamp Jaguar. Mr. Jaguar. With a W. There you go. You have a nap. You have a lovely, lovely nap. I'll go get this blindweed. These crocolisks don't have unprepared flanks, apparently. These ones are completely prepared. Yes. Oh, I don't have my Dragon Slayer dealy thing anymore. Boo. What do we got over here? Life fruit. Yeah, life fruit's still pretty useful. I'll kill some stuff for some life fruit. I can still get a point out of them. More herbalism points, the better. May as well kill you as well, because you're going to attack me, so... Mail from the auction house. Oh, it's 3:15. Might be time for me to make a coffee, I think. Need to try and keep my mind alert somehow. Where is the life fruit? There. Blending in very well with the ground. How dare it. So I've got some unprepared stuff. Alright. Yeah, definitely need the coffee. Alright, drain this crystals. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to go up in here, hang out with this dude. I'm going to hang out with him in stealth mode. And hope I don't hear myself get into any kind of combat. Well, a Zelda-like game, eh? That's pretty cool. I will be back in just a moment so I can make a coffee. So I'll be a minute or two. If I Alright, I'm back. I have coffee now. And, man, that guy has some gas. He's doing a lot of farting there. So a Zelda-like game called Death's Door, eh? Is that actually a new game, or an old game, or somewhere in between game? Alright. Alright. Straight away I get stuck on a Jaguar. Jaguar! One. Jeez. Alright, so Noboru Kajul. Kajul. He doesn't have any flanks. Kind of Crocodile doesn't have flanks, I don't know. I need to find this Noboru guy and see what we can get off him. Meanwhile, there's flowers. You're going to attack me, aren't you? Fucking bastard. So rude. Can't you see I'm picking flowers? Ooh, level 57 goes down. There you go. Silly swamp jaguar. You cannot hurt a troll rogue. My dodge is far too high, probably. Just go and get myself some more blind weed. My herbalism is absolutely cranking up now. Cranking. Back to hunting for Noboru. He's normally wandering around with two other guys as well. And there's some fade leaf, so I'll get distracted by that now. Seems like an appropriate thing to be distracted by. Now I'm going to get attacked by this swamp jaguar. The swamp jaguars really don't like me very much. There we go. Bristly Whistler. Bristly Whisker. There we go. Fade leaf. Back on the trail. Man. Maybe not back on the trail. Back to killing another fucking jaguar. Fucking bastard. Specifically trying to avoid it. No. It's just another one of those places where there's a lot of mobs. They end up packing them in pretty tight. RFK. Now I fight yet another thing that not only are there no quests, do I have no quests? Well, there are no quests. Very frustrating, this. Ooh, a green. Belt of intellect, eh? It might sell, but probably not. That's right, that's the other add-on that I use, Questy. So that I know where I'm going and what I'm fighting. For each of my quests. So you used to just kind of have to read the quest text and hope that it actually told you stuff, which about 50% of the time it didn't. So then you'd end up having to look up all your quests on like your online things, and it was before we had Wowhead, which is a pretty good online resource of it, because we had things like Alakazam, I think one of them was called. It was terrible. But yeah, things like the way they are now are much better. Things like Wowhead and that sort of stuff. But I think Microsoft want people to only use Microsoft, because that's how Microsoft always is. How dare you think of using anything other than Microsoft, or the things Microsoft tell you you're allowed to use. We're Microsoft and we know best. You gonna have a flank for me, Mr. Crocolisk? Or is this fight as fruitless as fighting everything else that I have to fight out here? Fruitless battle. Right, more Crocolisks over here. Let's go up north here. The Noboru tends to go through roughly here-ish, I think. I think. Oh, Zillion Panther, right? You would have been in ZG. Yeah. It's probably going to be a fair few deaths in ZG since it just released, and there'll be plenty of people that haven't actually been in there before or in a while. There's just so many things you've got to fight to get anywhere in Swamp of Sorrows.
I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
Oh, War Chief's blessing is about to drop, but I'm not going to be getting it. Where is... There it is. There's the blind weed. Have not found Noboru at all. Oh. Apparently there's Stonard explorers around here that don't get attacked by all these lost ones. Which, I don't know, it seems a bit weird. Alright. Let's head towards where Noboru is supposed to spawn. Or we'll head towards over here, where I can see there's Khadgar's Whisker just there behind this tree. That's very important. We'll run away very slowly. And now we'll head towards where Noboru spawns here. Goldthorn over there. I don't need Goldthorn that much. I actually have quite a bit of Goldthorn. Oh dear. Talking about if the resurrection skill works. It's very difficult. Got Gotta do this thing where you start all the way without your level or gear. Then you've got to work to get it back again. Oh, and you get a free race and name change. That's so mean. It's like... Oh, what happened here? Who just drowned? Oh.
Not enough energy. Not enough energy. Not enough energy.
Oh. What? Yeah. I paused for a concerningly long time. Oh. So Noboru will come back here. Eventually. With his two mates.
Not enough energy. Don't have enough energy. Not enough energy.
Eventually. Maybe. Or I'm going to have to come and keep searching for him. And that's going to be a bit of a thing. Alright, where is my Swampasaro quests that I'm looking at, or that I'm currently doing? Here, okay. So I need these crystals as well. Alright, let's see, what do we have? This is quite an annoying quest to do. Especially when you end up getting 3 things all at once. That was, that's at least 2 things more than I wanted. Ah, doing alright though. There we go. Okay. Okay. Not the best way to clear out a village. Not exactly how I wanted to do things there, but oh well. Oh no. Let's just grab everything. What an excellent idea. Chuck that in there. There's a hunter there, but that's alright. We should be able to get at least 1 crystal before we have to go and kill him. So I can pickpocket these guys as well. And of course there's blindweed on the ground, so that's good. Trying to get myself killed, I don't know. I'll just stop the whole trying to get myself killed thing. Yep, there's a muck dweller and a fisherman. The fisherman's not coming for me, that's good. Be able to kill off this muck dweller before I have to fight it. Ah, oh, damn it. That's just friggin' annoying though. Stop going behind me. There's one thing I don't like, it's when they try and go behind me. But there's more than one thing I don't like, let's face it. I have many a gripe. Gripey McGriperson. And all of that was to get some blindweed. And it's probably going to be one of them. 2. Okay. I deem that acceptable. Where are you, Noboru and friends? Where are you? Still not seeing him. Oh well. Let's go see if we can get some more of these crystals. At least I'm getting close to level 38. Excuse me, Mr. Fisherman. I would like to find some crystals. You don't know where they are. I don't believe you. Oh, they're over here, are they? Okay. Now I understand. Thank you, Mr. Fisherman. You can have a nap now. It's fine. I don't mind. We got Hunter, 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 Itchy Nose. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. Damn it. Oh, man. Alright, let's go. Oh, okay. Never really liked gauntlet style boss fights. Not my thing, but you know. Wow. Just a sec, I need to blow my nose. Oh, that's better. Interesting that it's, you know, you get a tough fight early in the game as well. That's... maybe it's a bit of a Souls-like or something. What do we have left over here? We've got 2 left. Both hunters. That's going to be annoying, I'm betting. I did get the second one as well. It's a bit annoying, but let's see if we can persevere anyway. Let's fight. Let's fight, Mr. Hunter. Oh, okay, so it's quite a short game. Oh, okay. Short playthrough. That's cool. You know, even if a game's difficult, it's not necessarily a bad thing, really. Not a bad thing. But no, that's cool. I'll have to see if I can I'll have a look for it. I do need to find some other games to play. I don't play much. Don't play many games. I play a lot of computer time, but there's not a lot of different games that I play. I should probably do a bit more of that. Put a bit more variety in. Oh, that's cool. I like it. I do like. I prefer. These days, I prefer an indie feel to it because, let's face it, a lot of AAA stuff is AAA in name, not AAA in nature, to say the least. rid of the pretty rock. I don't need that. Deathweed, alright. I need to renew my poisons. Lost one, Hunter just here, so we'll start with him. See what we end up with. Come on, you.
Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
There you go. Another hunter and fisherman over here. I don't remember playing 2D Zelda, to be honest. So, can't really say definitively on that one.
Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
Keep attacking, come on.
Not enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
Well, it's one of those things. I just want to, I just think it's good to try out whatever games.
I don't have enough energy.
I don't try to
Ability is
judge too many games until I've actually played them. I'll play whatever, really. Alright. Get crystals. I don't think I didn't really play a lot of the Zelda games, especially not the early ones, so... Because Zelda, I think, was generally on, like, your consoles and stuff, and didn't really get to play consoles, so... Yeah.
I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy.
See, I can play virtually anything, like, but if I do find it boring, I will very quickly drop it.
Not enough energy.
It's just one of those sorts of things. Like, I can find something I like playing. I'm in. So I never got to really play much in the way of consoles, because when I was growing up we had a PC, and that was mostly because my dad was trying to actually become a programmer. So it wasn't even for gaming purposes, it was 100% because, my dad did not want to be a car salesman anymore, and was trying to learn a skill, and because all we had was just the one person making the money, it was no consoles because we don't have the money. So, but it's fun. But yeah, at some stage I'll probably look a bit more into some of the emulators and that sort of thing, and have a crack at some of those ones. Once my dad once he actually kind of succeeded in his path of attempting to, get a better job and earn more money, because he did actually succeed in it. Then we actually started, we actually got like the PC became more of a gaming PC than anything else after that, and so he'd always make sure it had decent graphics card, decent sound card, all of that sort of stuff. So then we got to play all of the things, all the new first person shooters, and real-time strategies, turn-based strategies, and adventure games, all of that sort of stuff that were really popular at the time. We used to get all of them after that. Some of them, well, quite a lot of them were pirated. But in the floppy disk era, it was much easier to pirate games than now. As long as one family bought it amongst your group of friends, then everyone would have the game. So that was a pretty common thing when I was around, because we were all, relatively broke. So this way it was just a bit easier for all of us to get into gaming. So, because it was kind of, a lot of it was pre-internet, and even when it was, once the internet had arrived, the internet was very slow. Roller Coaster Tycoon, that was a good one. Yeah, I remember Roller Coaster Tycoon and Theme Park and those sorts of ones. Theme Hospital, I liked Theme Hospital. That was a good one. But from back in my day, it's all good. One of my friends did have a standard Nintendo, so we used to play a bit of Mario on that. But yeah, even then his family sort of moved on to PCs as well. Like most of my friends ended up with as PC families, so yeah. So we had a few computer stores around the place that sold games. Before there was like EB or Electronics Boutique and that sort of stuff as well. So which was good. Used to go in there and read the same games over and over again. Wishing I could afford them. So, world is a very different place now. Very different. No 33.6 modems anymore. So PC game rental was actually a big thing when I was in college, by like about 96, 98. And a few of my friends had CD burners, and we had ways to get around a lot of the what's it called? The CD locks and that sort of stuff. So yeah, there was a lot of piracy going on then as well. We were absolute fucking shockers. So, but again, like, no money. What do you do? It's normally, like, even now that it's your biggest barrier to for gaming is money. So there's a lot less piracy sort of happening these days because accessibility to games and how much games cost, it's in kind of a state where it's not too bad. But when you do things like, if you do something like stop games from being released in certain areas or anything like that, that's where piracy really starts ramping up again. Or if you price games way too high in an area, it just stops people from being able to buy, so they'll naturally go and head towards piracy. That's what happens. So yeah, so I was in the era of the Tandy and the Commodore 64. was actually when I started gaming. But we didn't have any of those as well because, again, it all came down to we needed my dad needed the PC to do his learning stuff, so it was all PC all the time. So if I had friends with Commodore 64s, I think my wife had a Commodore 64. But yeah, we didn't get any of that as a kid. But, you know, I'm an old man, so... and I did love some of the games from back then as well. They were very cool. That I did play on like on my mates' Commodore 64s and stuff. But nope, not for me. Not the underprivileged me. I wasn't really underprivileged. I just didn't really have a lot of money. Yeah, I mean, like when I was using PCs, we were using like we didn't always have MS-DOS, and I mean MS-DOS. We didn't. It was like like Windows and that sort of stuff. So you didn't just like load a disk or anything like that and double click. There was a lot of, you know, it was CD / this and that and load this such and such, and then you had to go into your auto exec bat and change bits of that file so certain things wouldn't actually load, otherwise you'd run out of memory. Do all this kind of stuff. Yeah. It was good. And then so it was when I started working and started having to do things with Linux and that sort of stuff, which is a lot of that is using command line and that sort of thing. And while the commands are completely different, like command line itself wasn't completely alien to me, thanks to the fact that I'd been using things like DOS and that sort of thing for so long.
I don't have enough energy.
Because when you use Linux, a lot of the time you've got to kind of visualize your own GUIs almost. And because I use DOS, which is sort of almost based around Linux, I think, it wasn't too big a stretch. So yeah, it's all good. But you know, that's the other side of it as well. You've got these sorts of things. They're still learning opportunities, and you never know when you're actually going to be like, well, part of the stuff I used to do as a kid actually now comes in handy. So it's really good. Ew, a human rogue. Ew, he's picking his nose. Need the sawtooth flanks. Actually, what I need to do is go back to that guy. So we'll head this way. I mean, IT like I work in IT myself, and IT is a very varied field. So I can't program. I refuse to learn programming. Programming is a terrible, terrible thing. It murders my brain, and it makes me want to murder everyone around me. I've done a bit of networking and that sort of stuff. I find networking pretty easy personally. But what I do is I work in I'm what they call a data center installer. So I'm actually like I'm more of like an IT tradesperson, or as we call it in Australia, an IT tradie. So my job is generally actually hardware based, so I work in a data center. I'll run cabling. I'll install servers, and I'll install switches. So I tend to do a lot of that more installing stuff side of things, or other people will make the stuff work. So I just kind of go, oh yeah, lift, carry, put in screws, run some cables, do all that kind of stuff. And I find that much more interesting than the sitting at the desk stuff, which I have done before. So for a while I was what they called an SAP basis engineer. So I was working on SAP systems and doing stuff with those, which wasn't a bad job. I worked with some pretty good people, but it's not something I'd really recommend either if you want an enjoyable job. So, yeah, I quite like the hardware kind of things. So for a brief time, I actually worked. Well, I say brief, but for about 3 years, I worked for Microsoft in their data center area. Which I'm not saying to brag, I'm saying to warn anyone off working for Microsoft, because they are awful to work for. Bunch of filthy bastards. And yeah, so I got a lot of experience in there, and I've been actually building PCs since about 1996. That's when I first started building PCs. So I've got a lot of hardware experience and a lot of troubleshooting experience. So when I was working with Microsoft, and what I do now includes some hardware diagnosis and that sort of stuff. You know, that way you can replace appropriate parts when things aren't working. Yes. And I quite like that sort of hardware job. Unfortunately, I also know that I'm possibly starting to get to a point where I'm no longer going to be able to do a hardware job. So, 'cause I'm getting old enough that they'll start going, oh, we want you to manage people and all this sort of crap. I'll tell you what, managing people is the last thing I want to do. This is why I'm trying to play games instead. Turn playing games into my job. That would be much more interesting and fun, I think. And the only person I have to manage is me. The worst person in the world to manage. Unfortunately, it would mean I'd actually have to manage myself. My wife definitely wouldn't manage me. She doesn't even really like having to tell me what to do as it is. Because I'm rude and sarcastic back. I still do the things, but I'm still rude and sarcastic. I think it'd be interesting working for myself as well. I think there'd be a lot of sexual harassment in my workplace, though. Also, my main thing with managing people isn't even the having to tell people what to do. It's about having to actually kind of give a shit about what other people are doing. like one of my issues with working is that I don't want to do my job. I'm only there to get paid. I'm not interested in career advancement or anything like that. So I'm not the most motivated worker, to say the least. Like I get my I'm actually like I work. You know, you give me some work to do. I'll actually work very hard at it. Like I don't actually slack off or anything. Well, I kind of do. Part of it's because so I work in as quickly and efficiently as possible so that I can finish my work and then be able to slack off. You know, it's kind of how I work. But the problem I've got is that I just don't find actually working motivating. I don't want to do my job. I've never had a job I actually wanted to do. Come on, fucking piss off. Target the damn thing. You know, I've never been motivated to work or anything like that. Like, it's just... I do it because I have bills. It's the only reason I work. If mysteriously my bills disappeared, I would no longer go to work. If I didn't have to pay for so many things, I'd be like, sweet, done. I'm really looking forward to retirement, for example. But it's just like, yeah, if I had to actually pay attention to what other people are doing and try and manage them, I'd just be like, nah. Yeah, no, I think I've never found any of the work I do particularly interesting. Even in the honeymoon period, I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Like the job I have now is probably one that I've hated the least because I work with a decent team of people, and that's more important than most other things. It's the people you work with. Hey, Nuclear Dodo, how you going, man? Yeah, like I a lot of the time I like the people I work with is more important than the thing I'm doing.
It's too far away.
I've always found. Ooh, oh, yeah, guilty went down. Oh well. Life fruit. Yes. Yeah, and that's one of the other things I've never understood is the whole trying to stand on other people's heads to get ahead in with your jobs. It was one of the things I hated so much about Microsoft. They really encouraged their culture really encouraged people to kind of backstab each other and shit all throughout it. And I was just like, oh, it was just gross. It was just gross. Like, you know, the entire reason that you're there is basically to try and get ahead and push everyone else down. It's just, nah, not interested. They can jam their job up their ass. So, but yeah, so never go back to them. Though they still ask occasionally, because I keep on, because I working in the data center I work in is the same place that Microsoft have a lot of their data center stuff. that I actually worked on. So like a lot of the people that still work for Microsoft, I actually know them quite well. And occasionally I get asked if I'd consider going back there, how much pay would I require and things like that. So far, the 5 times the pay that I was on before requirement for me to go back, they don't seem to like that. They think that's a bit too much. Just like, well, yeah, we get some interesting names in the guild. Interesting names. Yeah, you know, it's... I don't know, I've just always found it hard to want to get ahead by making other people have a worse time of it. Well, I mean, and that's the thing, you know, it's... If they want me, they've got to overcome the fact that I don't want to work for them. So they've got to pay me to want to work for them, which costs a lot to make me want to actually go and work for Microsoft again. Here's what it is, though. Here's what it is. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing. Like, if they were willing to, you know, 5 times the pay, then I'd be able to work for them for a year. I could handle it for about a year. And then I'd be able to take a year off and get a better job again. You know, maybe then I'd be able to actually save enough to actually give streaming a proper go, doing it as a 5 days a week sort of thing. And it'd be cool, you know. But unless that is one of the opportunities, it's like, it's not worth doing. You know. Because I did nearly, there was one time in, it's like, it's the only workplace I've ever had it happen where I did nearly get into a fist fight with my boss. It's the only workplace I've ever had that, even come close to it. Like, I've disliked people I've worked with and stuff, but oh, the people I worked with in Microsoft, geez, some of them were great, but some of them, they needed to be taken out into the car park and given a bit of a beating. Yeah, streaming, it's hard to get a viewer base. I've got like a very, very teeny tiniest possible viewer base, and I'd like to get more. You know, it's been a little bit disheartening for me, but I'm still trying to push, still trying to do it, because it's what I'd rather be doing. Like, I enjoy it. So if I manage to somehow get a viewer base, that would be great. Need to reload my UI. My mini-map's no longer working. Showing up. Those things. There we go, that's better. Yeah, so it's hard. Because all you can really do is, you know, keep playing games and just keep doing your thing. And just hope you kind of get seen. So it's... yeah, so I've just got to kind of work on it. Yeah, I'm hoping that sort of thing happens. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I will just continue doing what I'm doing and continue cruising through. I'll try not to get too maudlin or anything like that. I mean, and that's the thing. I've just got to continue trying to do things to get eyeballs on what I do. That's why I do things like I'm trying to put in shorts and that sort of stuff as well. You know, it's why I dual stream on both Twitch and YouTube. So it's just, you just do all of those things to just kind of make it so you're easy to find. There's many things to put yourself onto a screen somewhere, and you'll slowly eventually get the eyeballs, hopefully. We'll see. And I'm not expecting to like suddenly have, you know, thousands of viewers or anything like that. I'm much more realistic. You know, it'd be nice by the end of the year to be able to have like 40 or 50 viewers. It'd be nice. Fairly solidly. We'll see though. It's just one of those things that it's also, once you sort of start building up a bit of a base, the algorithms and everything that are involved kind of get slowly kinder to you because you've got people coming along. And so you tend to pick up more because of all of that. So it's one of those things where the algorithm works in a way so that people that are popular get put in front of more eyeballs. So if you don't have the base, you won't have the algorithm pushing you as much. Yeah, I'm still deciding on if I'll do anything, if I do something on the TikTok side of things. I'm not super keen on that, but I know it is a very popular platform, so it's something I should look at. But yeah, it'll just feel a bit gross. But that's alright. That will happen. That's right, I need to go to Shimmering Flats as well for that. It'll be right though. It's one of those things where I'm like, I want to kind of slowly expand on the places I'm kind of putting myself so that I can get used to it myself each time. So like so far I'm fairly happy with the fucking hell. I'm fairly happy with the way what are they called? The shorts are going, so feeling pretty good with it, so we'll see how we go from there. There's just way too much shit in the swamp here. Constantly fighting it. I may as well just kill this one because no doubt it'll come at me when I'm trying to herb. Yeah, that's probably what I'd be trying to do as well. I just kind of dump them on TikTok and then sort of leave TikTok to its own devices. Just sort of see what happens. Is there any? Move you to there. Go down there. Yeah, so it's definitely something I should look at. So I should look at it more, I should say. Should take a closer gander and consider it more. So that will give me something to do during the week while I'm at work. Though I think this week's actually going to be pretty busy. Yeah, we'll see. I'll put it on my to-do list. Okay, so to hand in this quest, I need to go to there, which means going past all of the level 40 and 42 stuff. So this could get exciting. All of the spiders are relatively high level. Let's see what we can do. Oh yeah, I'm definitely not going to be actually like watching TikTok. It'll just be a blat of a bit of the shorts and run away kind of thing. So yeah, so I found like so I looked into the best ways to actually make the shorts for like YouTube and that. And oddly enough, the best way to do it is to actually make them on Twitch, because the way when you clip things on Twitch, you know, you clip them in full screen and you can clip them in your sort of short format, and then you just download the short and upload that to where you want to put it. It's as simple as that. So it's like it's super easy. You know, much better than doing it in anything else. I was just like, Twitch accidentally. So I don't think they did it deliberately. They accidentally made it the easiest way to do it. Yeah, I do occasionally find myself sitting there if I'm bored, and I'll be going through some YouTube shorts, and I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm burning my brain out. This is just insane. Let's do something else. Yeah. So I've got to stop doing that so much. All right. Stealthing past all of the things so that I don't get massively overwhelmed by 1,000 things attacking me that are all higher level than me by far too much. See, sometimes you get that feeling where I shouldn't be over in this area. And I think this is like one of those areas. I probably shouldn't be going over here to hand in this quest. And it's like the main reason why this is even an orange quest is because of this bit. Where I'm... Right. Let's just go off to the area where I'm surrounded by higher level things. This is where being a rogue is quite a benefit. But if I hand in this quest, you 6 sawtooth snapper claws, and now I need to get that's all stuff in there. That's a red quest now. That's fine. But I can hearth now. I can hearth. So it's the things that keep you alive in classic. Being in hardcore. Being careful. Sometimes that keeps you alive. Oh, nice. Gold's worth of stuff sold. Let's go see if any of these things are worth putting on the auction house for some monies. I was actually starting to feel a bit poor before all that questing, so that's good. Alright, 1 gold 35. Yep, I'll put this up for the same. 1 gold 35. Don't want to undercut too much there. What about you? About 34 silver. Yeah, that seems fine. Better than a stab in the face. What about me, the belt? 59 silver. Alright then. We'll do that. That seems fine. Need to get bow skill, that's right. Bow skill I think I can get from here as well. Pretty sure I get the bow skill from the troll. One of the trainers up this way, I think. Now's a juicy BOE epic to drop. That'd be nice. I'd like a juicy BOE epic as well. Crowblade would be really nice to have suddenly drop for me. That'd be a nice little weapon for me to have. Yeah, I might have to look at seeing how. Look at getting a TikTok account. Oh, the things you've got to do. The things I've got to do. It's not really a problem. I just feel the need to complain because it's what I do. Oh, that's right. It's Children's Week, isn't it? I don't think I should have a child tagging around with me. It seems inappropriate. I'm in my 40s, damn it. I don't think I should be running around with children. It just doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem right. Anyway. What am I doing? What am I going on about now? Alright, so I think one of these weapon masters does bows. Is it you? Do you do bows? You do. Excellent. Do you have arrows by any chance? No, you don't. But you will buy these things off me. There you go. What do you have? Oh, you've got arrows. That's good. So, we'll get rid of these. Okay, apparently I can't sell them. I'll just get rid of them then. And we'll get... They're just sharp arrows. I know I can get better arrows than that. I'll get some arrows from the guy down the front of Org. He's got better arrows. Put our bow in. That gives us an extra 5 stamina. That's the perfect time to be changing up your weapon. Until you're actually getting stats from the weapons, there's honestly no point in changing the weapon out, in my opinion. Because without the stats, it's doing exactly the same job as previously. So the stats are all important. Frost protection potion. I actually have some winter's bite. I could make those. Let's see. Elixirs of agility. I need strangle kelp so I can get... I actually have a decent amount of gold thorn, I think so. That's good. So I think getting a bunch of elixirs of agility would be a good idea. If I grab myself some strangle kelp. Might even have some in the bank. Maybe. I'm not going to move stuff around in my bags yet, because I'm going to get some arrows. Plop them there. I'm not going to get a quiver, because there's no point in having a quiver for me. We're going to need... Oh yes, I get bow specialization. So that's good. Shoot bow. That can go down there. Run backwards and forwards through Orgrimmar. That's a good one to have on my bars. Booty Bear Yacht Club. Alright. Trade goods, I don't think is the one I need to look at. Nope. General goods. What I need is some decent arrows. There we go. Razor arrows were better than what I could get off the other one. Okay. No. There we go. I always forget how you load them. Right click the arrows. Alright, that can go to the warlock, that can go there. I'm still having my problem where I have a bit of an issue with bag space. Alright, Mr. Dapper. Come on. I'll send you more of that. I do actually have... I've got my cooking quest as well. Let's see. Let's see where I get some of the stuff for that. Other than the auction house. So we don't need to get it off the auction house. Clam late surprise. Late surprise. Quest. World of Warcraft Classic. Alright, so giant eggs, zesty clam meat. That's the Ultrax Swiss mostly. Where can I get that? Can I get it here in Orgrimmar? No, but I can get it in Thunderbluff. Okay. I can get zesty clam meat and giant eggs off the auction house. Probably relatively cheaply. Maybe. Let's have a look. Giant eggs. Giant eggs. Inappropriately giant. So if I get these ones, that's about the same price as those individual ones. When I get those ones, that's my 12 giant eggs. Zesty clam meat. Bit of a zesty clam. Need 10 of those. And we'll get you. There we go. I'll head over to Thunderbluff and we'll grab the Ultrax Swiss over there. The house seems to be getting dark inside. It's all dark and spooky. Or maybe that's just where I'm sitting in the house. It's always hard to find. Always hard to tell. Alright, so we'll head over to Thunderbluff and get the Ultrax Swiss, and then it'll be off to Gadget's End, where I can hand in a couple of quests. And that should level me up to 38. Then I'll be able to do my level 38 training. My level 8 training? What am I trying to say? I've still got 11 gold 30 on this guy. I've still got a bit over 100 gold on my bank alt as well, so that's good. Apparently I can't walk past that deceptively flat piece of ground there. Watch out for those flat pieces of ground. They're the worst. Blind myself by turning on the lights. Alright, so who here do I need to see? What is your name? You don't even say. I'm going to feel like an idiot if it turns out that was somebody in Orgrimmar. No, Thunderbluff. Innkeeper Parlour. The lovely Innkeeper Parlour sells Ultrax Swiss in groups of 5. I'm sure she is very lovely. And I'll be very polite to her. I would like to buy her cheese. So who doesn't like cheese? Well, actually, a lot of people don't like cheese. And they might be intolerant of lactose, but I'm extremely tolerant. My name, it's Japa Ninja. My favorite color? The color of night. The color of death. Airspeed, velocity of an unladen swallow. African or European? Is the appropriate answer there. The color of freshly spilled blood. That is what this is all about. That is the truth behind it. All right. Thunderbluff. Are we there yet? No, we're not. Why not? Why aren't you there yet? Come on. What kind of private server is this where it doesn't automatically teleport me? So here's how you defeat the Bridgekeeper, but do you know how to defend yourself against French taunts? That's really hard. So you got to remember, those French taunts, they will fire a cow at you before you know it. Ah, yes, the Death Bridge. You've got to watch out for Death Bridge over in Searing Gorge. Pretty sure it's Searing Gorge. Yes, Death Bridge is bad. It will eat you. It has a ravenous appetite. All you'll hear is the crunching of bones and the laughter of the thirsting gods. And you'll get inappropriate whispers from people about how you're a noob for screwing up walking across a bridge. These are the standard things. Ooh. I would have liked that when I was a level 14 rogue. That would have been great. Alright. Go down and see Innkeeper Parlour. The lovely Innkeeper Parlour. We don't want to be inappropriate towards her at all. Well, I mean, it's the same with dying on the Undercity elevator. Huge amount of people still die there all the time. Take 4 of those. Why, thank you, Miss Parlour. There we go. Is she a lovely innkeeper? Didn't even hit me with a broom. Which, honestly, is a pretty rare thing. Ooh. Yeah, I do my best. Like every time I go to Undercity, I basically get to the elevator, even just stop and I'll wait. Just like I'll wait for the next one. It's like it goes up and down super fast, so it's not really like you're waiting a long time. So the wise thing to do is just stop, wait. All right, now jump on. There we go. Good. You know. Like, how long have I been playing this guy for? Let's have a look. Played. So, 3 days, 4 hours on this guy at the moment. Is it worth getting crushed in the in a bridge for that to avoid 2 seconds of waiting? It's just, you know. Yeah. Yeah, so there's just little gaps in the environment. Sometimes you've got to know about them. The worst one is even for I think is for warriors. So if you're charging up a hill, so there'll be like a hill like one of those, or you know something will be sitting up on something, and you'll be below it, and you'll charge up the hill. What can happen is you'll hit the hill at just the wrong angle. And you will fall through the world. You'll just fall forever until you splat onto nothing. And that'll be it. You just go, and you're falling. It's the worst. Yeah, and there's a few places you can have the same thing happen to you if you're a mage and you're blinking. A few spots where you'll sort of blink through something and then fall to nothingness. Hello, Alliance Patrol. Bastards. So yeah, there'll probably be a few death clips of people falling through the world. It used to happen a lot more than it does now, though. Like when I played vanilla, you could fall through the world as almost any class. It doesn't happen as much though. I think they've gotten a handle on a bit more of it, but occasionally for the warriors and the mages, those fast-moving movements will kill you, and it's a bit annoying. There's also in the entrance to Undercity, in that sort of top level before you get to the elevators and stuff. If you go through there as a mage and you just hit Arcane Explosion, there's hidden mobs there that do. I think they're actually there for the. So if you hang out in the throne room that's up there for long enough, you'll get like bits of RP and that sort of stuff that are supposed to be echoes of the past kind of thing. And I think you can actually hit them with an Arcane Explosion even though they're invisible, and they kill you then, because you can't actually kill them. But if you hit them with an Arcane Explosion, they're going to kill you. So it's fun. It's fun times. So this will let me put my cooking up to 300. It is good. It is good. And I'll get some clammate surprise, which is also good. But I need to be level 40 before I can eat it. So there's a problem. But again, they may have fixed that thing in Undercity. But they also may not have. So yeah. Nothing like a nice shiny new game that's totally not full of jankiness. I just have to do a quick pop out of my chats because StreamerBot API has just shut itself. Because, it would. Of course it's going to do things like shit itself. King StreamerBot. It's good, but, occasionally it shits itself. Oh, apparently there's drops you can get on Twitch at the moment. There you go. I've got, drops enabled on Twitch, even though I don't even know what drops it is. I think it might be for the normal World of Warcraft. So there you go. That's what dropping. Yep. Me speaking has continued going well there. Ooh,
What's up?
42. Yeah, damn.
Keep it real. Have a good one. Be
Oh.
good.
Cooking up, level 38 achieved. I already know that. I'm going to keep those because they'll be really good for when I'm level 40. Ah. Yeah, so drops are enabled always on Twitch. I just leave them enabled. Why not? So at the moment, there's stuff dropping on Twitch. Alright. Now, I did not get a lot of yellow quests for that level, so that could be interesting. Ah, I'm stuck on a torch. So I'm really going to have to work out what I'm going to do questing-wise at the moment. Let's get this Goblin sponsorship one done, and then we're going to have a look at that. Going to have a looky-loo. At what I can do. Ah, what am I doing? What the fuck? RFTA. Oh, right. That's right. Point. Point in aggression. There'll be a second point in aggression, and that will get me to the point where I can go to Adrenaline Rush. Adrenaline Rush. That'll be good. Oh, gee, someone had their cat destroy their mouse while they were playing. And it nearly got them killed. I have a thing where, so when I actually finish gaming and that sort of stuff, I have to unplug my mouse, unplug my speakers, unplug my microphone, and put all of those cables away. Otherwise, if I walk away from the computer for about 2 or 3 minutes, I'll come back to seeing my wife's cat on the computer table eating my cables. Apparently, they're extremely delicious. And I've gone through, I think, 4 or 5 mice.
Very well then.
Forgetting about it and having him just sort of rock up and go, oh, look, he left cables. And I think we've had the cat for about 3, maybe close to 4 years now. And yeah, it doesn't seem to be growing out of it
Talk to me.
at all. Alright, speak with Razoric. Okay, go talk to him. He couldn't have joined the conversation from there. Apparently not.
Right back.
3FC4 in booster. Oh, yep, that's a quest over in Dustwallow Marsh, I think. I think. Yeah, I reckon it's like you get like a tingly sensation from chewing the cables. It's like a nice little tingly. It's like, ooh, tingles. And then, the tingles went away. And now the person is yelling at me for destroying another mouse. Luckily for me, I don't use an expensive mouse. They're not cheap, of course. None of them are these days. Like, I just use a Death Adder V2. They're not expensive. They're not super cheap, but they're a pretty good mouse, I find. They do the job. What do we have over here? Lots of available stuff, but it's all like red. Green Hills of Stranglethorn. Nothing but the truth. Might have to go over to there and try and do the princess quests. Might be the go. But there's a good 36 minutes on my Hearthstone at the moment. I need to go back to Orgrimmar. Do my training. Training. Very important. Do training. Do training and we be okay. No, you stay over there. Bad Crystal Hide. No chasing me. Leave me alone. I just have to mute for just a minute. I'll be one sec. Alright, I'm back. I'm back. ZG Oni and Rend in 10-ish minutes, eh? Wonder if that's buffs or they're actually doing raids. I don't know which.
Loktar.
To Orgrimmar. To Orgrimmar. So we're not that far off being able to do questing down here again. It's getting close. It's getting close. So I'm 6 levels off where I was last time that I died. So, okay, these corpses are about 30, about 40, 42. That's all right. That's all right. Level 40 stuff I can manage now that I'm level 38. Yes. Okay, so that can go to 300, that can go to 300, that can go to 300. And so can my herbalism. Excellent. Well on track with all of my thingies, professions stuff, so that's good. I'm going to have to do something where I make a lot of mage weave in the future so that I can get that up. Cooking, I will just kind of keep doing that as I kill things and find them to destroy. Because I'll be getting a bunch of... I've got some stuff where I'll be killing raptors and stuff soon. Yeah, I don't think there's much else there. If we look at Eastern Kingdoms, where are we? Hinterlands. Do I have any quests out here yet? Not really. Got a thing for Witherbark Skulls, but I'm not really appropriate level for that yet. There'll be a whole bunch of stuff I got to do out there, so that'll be fine. There is... yep, that's in the... That still need to be higher for those ones. I don't like doing escort quests. That's got to be higher for... I want to be higher before I do that one. I hate that quest. And then there's the Seaphorium booster. Oh, that's right, there's fishing as well. Fishing... I've got 146 of 150, so I actually need to get the fishing book for that. Which I think I get from Booty Bay. So getting that up to where I can get it to 225 is fine. And I've just got to work on getting it higher than that. But I haven't done all of that much when it comes to fishing. So unlike normally, last time I was doing a fair bit, but... let's see... 18 gold. What's 18 gold? Oh, hello. The Hydras. Cool. Not been paying attention to it. Have Oni booned, you can get another one. Yeah, no. If you've got Oni booned, you can't get another Oni. Oni's Oni is all that Oni's. Where are we at now? Yes, just coming past Juratar. And as you can see, we've got the lovely Echo Isles, where I don't want to have to end up questing again anytime soon. Well, I do quite like some of the zones. I think they're quite. Some of them are quite pretty. I mean, in general, Juratar's a bit of a red desert, which is a bit boring, but you know. But the Echo Isle's pretty nice. It's pretty cool. I do think they could have made a lot of this bigger and more interesting fairly easily, but oh well. Tiragard Keep, like, I actually quite like some of these like little castles and stuff. And yeah, it's all pretty cool. I like it. I think it's still a nice design, even though it's like it's pretty old now. What do you do? What do you do? Could play newer versions of WoW, I suppose, but you know. Why would I do a crazy thing like that? Sounds like madness. Madness, I say. Oh, my shoulder is really hurting. And it's very crunchy as well. It's good. Good. Yep. Can really feel that my my body's really holding up at the moment. It's wonderful. It's alright, I've just got to get through tonight, and I'll no longer be on call at least. Then it'll be about another 7 weeks or so before I'm on call again. That is like one of the best things. Not being on call is wonderful. I haven't really gotten any calls this week. I've gotten one call, which was yesterday in the middle of stream. That was great. Perfect fucking timing. Oh, that's right. I want to try and sell that. I want to try and sell that schematic. Do I have to take that? Oh, that's right. Martek the Exiled. Martek, take this to Martek the Exiled. Okay, then. Let's go see what we've got. Alright, let's see.
You come get the voodoo.
Alright, let's see. Sinister Strike. Ooh, Deadly Poison. Mind-numbing poison. Mind-numbing poison. That just sounds like having to listen to me. And my mind-numbingness. Fear it. Fear it. We got instant poison 3. I need to make 12 more of those. There we go. That'll get my poisoning all the way up again as well. Now, that is actually where I'm going to leave the stream for today. My shoulder and that is actually getting really sore. And I'm actually having trouble actually even doing what I'm doing. So I need to take a rest. So I'm going to disappear. So please feel free to like, subscribe, follow on Twitter, Twitch, all that sort of stuff. And I will see you all in the next one. So I hope you all have a good one, have a good night, have a good day, and I hope your week goes well, and I'll see you all later. Hope you have a good one.